places. But in that movie, that dream runner or that dream detective. Okay, let's go back to that. I think I rambled enough. Okay, the movie about the dream detective. This is why I was wondering if somebody set somebody up, or this is what could have happened to like an Epstein or something. Not to say that these people are good people at all, but I don't know. I'm just drawn to say things like this. So, um, or this could be somebody's current situation. It's making me think about the book, The Spring, with the prophecy in it. And I've experienced at least 75% of things from that prophecy already. So, um, those two people were connected telepathically for some whatever reason. The girl was a little bit more gifted, or she was a little bit more free because she hadn't been through any mystery schools, or she didn't know how to use her gifts or her power. The family always kept it trapped. Okay. Um, they were in the book. They were saying those doctors hounding that girl and always studying her. They were looking at her about staying in a mental facility forever. And the boy that came in was like a or something, and he was like, "Oh well, I want to work with her real bad, Dad. With a mind like that, I really want to work with her, or whatever." And he was like, "You don't think I will put her up for science or something?" But I feel like somebody is putting somebody up for science. Because we got science was the, oh, there it is. It's still on the top of the deck. Science was the last card, so somebody did offer somebody up to science for money. Okay, and this has somebody or observation. Now you could, if you like me, when you know somebody watching you, it will, because nobody should be doing this naturally. So if you're a gifted being or something, or you're a being, you could have things in you from different places. These people are not, they don't do anything wrong to people. They might be able to fight, they might snap on people, but you have to provoke them. It's like God is slow to anger. You have to really get somebody there. All right. For my type of person to go off on you. Okay. So but I did notice that once I did started to realize that somebody was watching me, it depletes me. It's not that I'm choosing like, oh, all the time, like I'm just not gonna do nothing, or I'm just gonna look messy all the time when people are, if they looking at me. I don't care what say what you want or whatever. Sometimes it's debilitating. It could be debilitating because you know how they say empaths or clairvoyance, it gotta be something else that they could call us. Okay. Because it will drain. It's not like you sad or you nervous or just crunched up on the couch because you don't want to do nothing, because you don't want to get caught doing nothing. It's draining. I don't think that these people are watching us just to watch us. I think they're watching us to drain our energy. Okay, so it could have somebody in this energy now, since somebody sending some kind of missiles or energy towards somebody, biological, biochemical warfare or something like this, psychological. Okay. um But okay, so that made me think about the book, The Spring. Like I said, it's a prophecy, it's a real life. It's not a, that part is not a fantasy. I've witnessed 75% of things. Some of the family members witnessed some of these things to a certain, and they'd be like, "Dang, that is what's in the book." Like I think they were talking about like some jewels and gems or something, because somebody could have been doing arts and crafts and beads and stuff, and running through the window or whatever, or what he's seen the girl doing. And it just so happens that they was like, oh, it's like a tight, it was like a bag that's made out of like some type of leather and da da da. They was talking about this, and when I was reading the book, I was looking around me in the sunroom, and it's some of the same thing. I had like a drum like thing around me, like a table. It's kind of was like a drum or whatever. I had the beads on the table. Okay, I had felt somebody watching me through the window, and in the book, it was talking about somebody was watching her through the window when she was beading something or creating something. So these things were happening in real time. Um, where other people were actually able to experience. And I'm like, look at this, what it says in the book, and tell me that's not what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Remember that argument we had last night? Tell me that wasn't a scene from the book. So that was happening. Okay. Um, but anyway, let's talk about the movie. So um, and she was locked up in her room. They had to have a key from the outside because they thought she was a danger to herself or other people. So she put something on there. You put under just happened. Happened more. And then, oh, I know something. So something happened where, to say it was, And she's like, before you say it was, and she's like, before you my love away, you accuse me testify. And she's like, before you my love away, you accuse me testify. Okay, so that whatever song, I think it's a common song. Okay, somebody else and somebody got jealous of the connection. Say this is another dream runner, or I said Ron. Somebody's name be Ron. All right. Ron's. What about Ron's place? I used to Long Island iced tea, like any type of Long Island iced tea. It's like 100 different flavors, and they got these big ass hamburgers in Kenosha. I used to go to Ron's place a lot, just for like soft, subtle drinks with the girls. I don't know, but anyways, okay. Something could be significant about one of those outings. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so he ended up in. I noticed that on her. Somebody think they funny. Like I said, these people be hardy with it, right? So around the time when I watched this movie, I noticed that. I noticed that Nino Brown had the same rose wallpaper. Okay. We always keep picking up on this fact that your mother or somebody's mother is doing this thing with your man. Okay. Now, did they darken this man's skin and now he down in Florida? Somebody, hold on. The same time I watched this, and then I think that Petty Oracle channel came across my screen. Now I had already picked up on her being heavily connected to a male that I was connected to, but I couldn't figure out who it was. Cause I don't dig. I just if it hit me for information, okay. If source show me, that's just what it is, okay. So I already know the person connected to. Now, within the same week, I I don't look at Nino Brown stuff don't come in my feed. That was like a long time ago, like 4 years ago when I used to be on Instagram and shit. His stuff used to come up or Facebook or whatever. Um, so it was funny, but I'm aware of his channel, just like I'm aware of her channel. But the same week, if you go back further, none of them had these roses on there. He had the red roses backdrop. This could also be about roses or Rosemont, or the red roses represents Rosemont, Illinois, where the Kanika thing happened. Okay, Amber Rose. Okay, so backtrack. Amber Rose remind me of my auntie Sandra. So if this is the zero generations, I call them anybody that was born before the 80s because I don't know about these people because I now I was thinking, well, damn, my aunt and my mom looked like before I was. I noticed that she had the backdrop on her thing with the red rose, and I'm like, damn. I try to because this is somebody that could be claiming to be the mother, or like I said, this is a vampire, a forever young version of this Empress or another energy, this patient energy, and they birthed you. Somebody could lied and said they birthed you. You know what I'm saying? After watching the game for the past 30 years, if this is a forever younger, these people would have to find something to do with themselves if they can't buy and sell, or if they have to try to stay out of the regular system unless they'll be noticed, right? Or if they got to move around to different countries because somebody will notice them, that they never age or whatever this is. These could be the sand, whatever people that I was talking about, the sand, wind, destiny people or whatever. Okay, you could be one of them, but they refuse to tell you what you are because they, even if you have to exist alongside them, they want to be in the headline, they want to be in the spotlight. Because it was asking, why do these sand people kill their children? Now somebody could have said, until I met you, or maybe somebody did try to kill somebody as a baby. Somebody could have a tragic situation where people did try to kill a baby, it just didn't work, or something came in somewhere, okay, and did this because I keep on last dance. But it's not your fault that it's not my fault, your fault that we are even having to come out like this, even having to do it's these their responsibility. Why are you still on these councils if this is what you allowing to happen? So somebody could be saying this is last, I gotta bring you through, bitch, because we all gonna die if you don't shut. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen. That, or in some case, somebody was, oh, when I met you, I don't want to deal with this family no more. I don't want to finish the job. I don't want to start the process with you. Ew. You know what I'm saying? It could be going either way, okay, for someone. I don't think readings, I don't think they're slow or anything. I don't think readings, I don't think they're slow or anything. Prime the can move forward and think that you didn't got away with something. Sometimes that's what to start so you can take it down. I'm fucking can't wait to get what I need so I can move on. But I'm fucking can't wait to get what I need so I can move on. But you bitches want to sit on that teat for 30 years. You supposed to been off 20 fucking years ago. You know what I'm saying? I need to drink, bitch. Can I get a drink out of fountain? You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody go around back to drink out of fountain. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody go around back. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That somebody's not the empress. Somebody wants you to be the queen of wands. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody think that you did them a promise when you was little that you was gonna be a hoe when you grow up. And somebody went MK Ultra, they could have watched you and they feel like they didn't cheated. Now they got you. What the hell going on? Is the coochie broken? You know what I'm saying? This person usually be, pretty sexually active or something. It could be something like that. Somebody could be restricting something like this. But this also is the crown. Okay, this is also royalty here. All right. So again, maybe you're two lions. You're like something of two lions here. No matter what the sex, you got to get what's left over. And this is what these people could have been doing for centuries. Same thing with the union shit, with the two horses and the wagon wheel. I think the wagon wheel is there too, or the pirate steering wheel is in between the two horses. I mean, I like to study logo and use that because stallion is a male horse, okay, supposedly. So this could be what these people do, okay. um so that this could be also a union thing that's connected to like a Stepford wife kind of energy here, okay. Stepfordized energy here. Sign that paperwork and get these jobs, these applications. Once you get hired, you got to sign all that paperwork. You never really know what's in the fucking paperwork. You see, there might be privileges for, yeah, they might take care of their people and their families to a certain extent, but the actual people that work there, they're going to get the prime treatment. Let's say that there's other agencies like cloning that's attached to some of this shit. Just the prime thing. They're gonna take care of. They're gonna try to find this person a retired woman that used to work at the company. Somebody's daddy that owned the company, or maybe no, they wouldn't do that because then somebody would have to explain. Somebody would have to explain something. This could even be somebody was promised to hold on to this business until you retire after 30 years or after this amount of years, and then you got to hand it over to my daughter. But somebody chose to sell it instead, to Waste Management, and now that's what they are. And this person could have moved up in several steps of seniority to keep up the Joneses or something, okay? Or the real one could be somewhere living his life with another stallion. You understand? And then I'm left with here like under the impression that something, and just clueless of the fact. Business from underneath me that could have been connected to one of my fathers, or what. You see, a lot of this closed mouths don't get fed. A lot of this is, it's not my fault, right? Or your fault. It's people, a lot of grown ass people that should be ashamed of themselves, hid certain things from someone. And everybody want to walk around here like God ain't telling me directly. These motherfuckers know what it is. You know what you did. You know the firstborn. It doesn't mean that I can go and take somebody's kid, no matter what walk of life. When they said they made everybody worship this person, this could also mean they made everybody into money, and all these people took this money and they were your caretakers or whatever. A village was raising you, and people took a little bit of money out of your trust fund or something like this and started a business, and now it's $1 trillion world nation here that got something to do with me. This ain't every fucking body in the world, okay? We talking about a group of people that originated or sprung up from some place within that garden, in the midst of the fucking garden, okay? So which I call like in this area here where I'm at, okay? Now, so these people could I'm saying such or something like this and trick you out of a spot in society, or something like this and trick you out of a spot in society, in higher level society, because people ain't just getting in higher level society because like me, that's offensive to me. council now, because they killed all these elders with the COVID and stuff. There's only 3 or something left, or two, or one, just me. And I was the one that was not learning about this council the whole time. They were letting people in that were paying their way in to keep the lights on, right? Or they were told that I was dead or gone or something like this, or that's not me, or that's not you, if you think that this could be you. Okay, so this could be this energy of the two lions here, where somebody is a queen of wands, but it's almost like they're supposed to be supported by two lions or the throne, or this person could be looked at as the lion coming out the top, or the baby lion at the top of Elizabeth's coat of arms in defense. This person is shooting out this kind of energy, this heat. Okay, and this is this person in defense jumping up out of here, and there's the two lions right there at the bottom of the coat of arms or the crest. Okay, and she got the scepter in her hand, and I think she has a smoke or a cigarette in her other hand. Okay, but I think in one of those, the red lion is sticking out the top, and she or he got the scepter in one hand, and that ball or whatever that, that one thing, I don't know what it's called, okay, in the other hand. Okay, but this could represent somebody being birthed or born or something finally here. Okay, now there's a family or close or whatever knit in this thing. So these people could have been trying to wait until my person found somebody. They could have been helping this person find somebody. So if I go over to another position here, that they will have somebody. The pleasure ball. Okay, and they could be going to place, hide away, and having sex. Be with you. Why? And again, try to up in the sky with those people is video. They know her so something they said, like in the Bible we read, it said this is like any of these people. Most of these people rejected you, or you wasn't a part of this fun group that was having a good time at some point in time. Rejected you, they took you out. They could have also been on space, but these people thought that it was funny. They thought it was funny. This Aquarius energy, this, I'm telling you, this Aquarius, this person could have knew the truth about what somebody else had done. Okay, somebody can be checking